how to politely enforce someone's role in your business. And the two keywords are politely and your. And so this actually was suggested by one of our moderators, Adrian. And he's had a lot of experience working with bird dogs, working with people who are part of his business. And so he brought this up. He also brought up the last topic that we talked about, as far as what's it called? How to politely limit your business relationship with bird dogs acquisitions, wholesaler deal managers, basically. And I feel like coming from somebody who has experience doing, working with people and understanding the mindset of people, because, some other experienced investors will talk about that whole concept of people wanting to do the whole, let me take you out to lunch and pick your brain thing. It's not necessarily that is disrespectful. It's just, when people take a bunch of years, learning a particular skill, learning a skill set, learning how to operate a business, and you want to offer them a $20 lunch and you want to absorb a lot of the information that they've learned, it's kind of like, it's a little bit more than that. No one is obligated to teach you everything that they know. Okay, that is just a fact that a lot of people have to realize. Is a bird dog joining someone's company and they are already wholesaling and investing. So if that person is already experienced and knowledge-wise about wholesaling, and all they need to do is see a few deals done and then they'll be able to do their own deals, that person may not be with you for very long. Whereas somebody who has no idea what to do, they don't know anything about it, they haven't done their own, research or anything, they may stick around for a little while, see how things go. This all starts from the very beginning. Are you asking the right questions? Are you saying, hey, do you just want to do a few deals with me? Do you want to bird for me? Adrian refers to it as birding for somebody. And I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. So do you want to bird for me for a little while, or are you looking to stick around and, develop a career, all that type of thing? Ask those questions in the very beginning, because then that's going to determine how much energy you're going to put into that individual. Having that discussion in the very beginning, you already know where they stand. And so if they're saying, I'm going to be with you for a few months, it's like, okay, cool. That means I'm probably not going to tell you that much information, because I know if you're going to be with me for 6 months and you want to do this particular role, all I have to do is make sure that I'm paying you appropriately, and that you're doing your job properly, and I will let you know what the case is. Develop that relationship and that understanding that, okay, since you are going to be here for this particular job and this particular reason for this particular time, this is what it's going to be. So, already established, I'm not going to offer mentorship. I'm not going to do this and that. And you have to, like I said, the key word here is politely. Other than yours, politely. And so if someone asks a question for the first time, let's say it's the first time, like, hey, can you show me how to do this? And you say no, just be like, no, that's not really, what I want to do in my company. And they basically have to just be like, okay, because that's not what, they agreed to. Unless you guys set up an agreement where they're going to get paid. It's very, very important, because I noticed that a lot of people are talking about this, actually, the turnover rate for bird dogs and how difficult it is to keep someone on the team. And here's the thing, you really have to understand that most people get into real estate investing not to work for someone else. No, 9 times out of 10, someone isn't going to stay with you long term as a bird dog. So in the real estate investing industry, though, it is very different, because people are looking for that financial freedom. They're looking for that passive income. So they're starting as a bird dog so they can understand the ways of wholesaling, buy and holds, flipping, and stuff like that, so they can elevate. Their job is not to stay there for long. If you mainly cover wholesale, pennies on the dollar type of deals, then have them cover things like, creative finance, different things like that, creating wholesale real estate cash flow. Or if they have experience, buying property, they can start the next department of actually buying the properties for your business to create even more cash flow. They can be, if they have a real estate license, they can be the property manager. They can collect rent for you, different things like that. Like, just let it be known that they can elevate. If it is known that they're doing simple tasks and they're not going to be doing too much to be educated and learn how to actually wholesale or how to flip properties and different things like that in your company, then just know, like, hey, you give them the set of instructions to do, and then they are able to understand what they need to do. And you don't have to give them too much energy. Just make sure that you are, of course, being a good boss. Like, understand that we really have to stress ethics in this industry. I'm understanding, because it is like people are forgetting that individuals are people. And it's like, everybody, we want to hustle, we want to make money, but we're still people. Okay. And so when you have to look at your employees and you have to look at your bird dogs that way. Okay. But if you know that they won't be with you for very long, it's as simple as creating I was about to say curriculum, that's for school, but a job description, just very specifically, and making sure that they're compensated properly. You as a bird dog, you can make a lot of money doing pretty simple tasks, but if it's for one investor, it's not too much money a lot of times. So, unless they're a larger company, but not all real estate investment companies are big companies that can take a lot of jobs or a lot of bird dogs on their team to be able to consistently make, $100, $300 a day. Just looking at it from both sides of it. You don't want to put too much energy into that individual if you know that they're hustling and they're going to be a wholesaler in a few months. If you can just tell and you can, see where that person's going, whether it be in the interview process or you're just able to gauge it just by seeing in that individual. Of course, I recommend having a conversation, of course. But if there is not a conversation, but you see that person is doing what